Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. In today's video, we're going to test out the Blues Cube Artist in the context of a live mix. Firstly, a massive thank you to Sky Music for letting us shoot this Keys to the Guitar Shop series at their store. We don't get to keep anything from the videos, nor is it sponsored. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. So the Blues Cube Artist is kind of like a new age PV Bandit. That's kind of how I look at it. Even though the PV Bandit is still getting made, the Blues Cube Artist is a really cool amp, and I'll cover some of the reasons why. The first thing to love about this amp is its plug and play. There's no convoluted menu systems or the ability to hook it up to a computer and dive through menus on some programs. There's none of that. You just plug in and play like an old school amp. But one of the benefits of this is it's 80 watts solid state, and the tones really speak for themselves. I got a chance to review one of these late last year, and I got to play it at home, and it sounded so good. If you missed that video, I'll link it up in the cards. But one of the things I wanted to do was test it out live and see just what I can get out of it and whether or not it responds great. So what you're about to hear is without any pedals. I'm just plugged in, and I'm using the drive channel on the amp. One of the cool things about the Blues Cube Artist amps is we get essentially 3 channels. We get a dedicated clean channel, which has a lot of headroom. We get a dedicated lead channel, which really cuts the mix great. And then we get the blend channel, which combines both the clean and the drive. Now, I don't really like that channel that much. While it does sound a little bit fuller to the ear and it feels a little bit more sort of round in its tonality, it doesn't cut as great as just the lead channel on its own. So in this clip, I just grabbed an Epiphone 60s Les Paul off the wall and just plugged it in, and you're gonna hear nothing but the amplifier tones, no pedals or anything like that, just the volume control on my guitar. Let's get into it. Alright, so that's how it sounds, but let me give you an overview of how it felt to play and also how it cut the mix, because this is something you don't find on a lot of review videos. People test them at home like I did prior. It doesn't really give you a great context of how it actually sits in the mix. This thing was so loud. It's got plenty of volume. I didn't even run it all the way up on maximum wattage. I think I had it somewhere around the middle. So it's plenty loud, right? So don't think you're not going to be heard with this amp. It cuts the mix beautifully. I could highly recommend it with pedals as well, thanks to my testing prior with this amplifier, but in the mix, it sounded great. It sounded like a full-blown amp. I would have no hesitations recommending this for someone, but again, these are far more expensive than something like a used PV Bandit. If you can find a red stripe PV Bandit, it's very comparable in its feel and tone and 3D projection, all that kind of stuff, but if you're looking for a brand new amp, these Blues Cubes are pretty great. Now, while a lot of people love the Boss Katanas and all the stuff that they can do, this kind of amplifier is aimed at someone who just wants to plug and play and not hook it up to the computer, not go menu diving. If you're like that and you just want an amp you can plug and play into, this would be a really great choice. I'll leave links to Toman and Sweetwater below if you want to check this out. A massive thanks to Sky Music for letting us shoot this video. Catch you on the next one.